Today is a great example of the opportunities that exist with this piece of land, and we have groups that are hopefully going to be part of Shadow Pines going forward. And there are so many possibilities and opportunities that exist within these 212 acres, and this day really showcases all that could be. My pleasure to warmly welcome you here today. I know a lot of people have waited a very long time for this day. So we're very excited to celebrate this property. I do want to mention that we have some special guests with us. First, I'd like to acknowledge State Senator Sam Mabrouk, who's here, and State Assemblyperson Jen Lunsford in the blue. Thank you so much. I do want to also, while I have a chance, thank the organizing committee. A special thank you to our community members, Donna Spinella, Jeff Burns, and Tim Murphy. Where's Tim? Also, our town staff, Andrew Erkfitz, Tim Masterton, Chris Tenay, Dave Runner, and Brian Delameter. They all played a part in bringing everyone here today. We have some prepared remarks, first by a woman who sometimes I feel like needs no introduction. She's a founding member of the Friends of Shadow Pines, and she's an incredible community supporter and friend. I would like you to give a warm welcome to Donna Spinella.
Hi, everybody. Having a good time so far? All right. All right. Well, thank you for this opportunity. I'll even put my glasses on. Wow. Thank you for this opportunity to represent both the Safe Shadow Pines and now Friends of Shadow Pines groups, Marie. My name, as you said, is Donna Spinella, and I was a founding member, along with many of the people here, of the Safe Shadow Pines group and now Friends of Shadow Pines. In 2016, a handful of Penfield residents learned that the long-closed Shadow Pines golf course might be sold to developers as a 250-home housing tract. That possibility raised concern among different community members for different reasons. And through word of mouth and just plain good luck, we found each other. We covered the entire breadth of the political spectrum, ranged in age from our 30s to our 70s, some with little kids, some with no kids, some with grown kids, and our skills and experiences varied widely. And none of us had ever undertaken an endeavor like this before. We had no clear idea how to succeed, certainly not in an effort like this. But it became apparent pretty quickly that there was one sure route to failure, and that would have been to let our differences get in the way of pursuing our goal to save Shadow Pines. So our group became entirely focused on the preservation of this amazing land as open space for the entire community to enjoy. We envisioned various possibilities, but always with the single-minded aim that it remain an oasis in the middle of an already developed part of town, replete with mature trees, open fields, and resident fauna that are probably out there eating the shrubbery right now. But we love them anyway. We agreed right from the start that we needed to take the long view regarding the fate of this land, not what might be most expedient or cheapest or even most popular in the short run. One of our mantras was, once it's gone forever. And that's something we've all seen in a lot of places. People dove into extensive research on land use and legal matters. Some did financial and real estate analyses, while others worked on communications, environmental considerations, and sundry other issues. We learned how to get the attention of both public and private entities, and even the media. And our Save Shadow Pines lawn signs, which you'll still see at our tent there, became a hot ticket item. Again, had any of us done anything quite like this before? No. But we drew upon skills we'd honed in other parts of our lives, and we gained strength from working together and from our commitment to this special, special cause. A brief chronology reveals a townwide moratorium on development beginning in late 2016, followed by the appointment of a moratorium committee comprised primarily of residents. In late 2017, the town board voted to purchase Shadow Pines and the Clark House, but a small group of residents in opposition successfully petitioned to have the matter put up for a public referendum. The Save Shadow Pines group went into overdrive from that moment until the day of the referendum in February 2018. You may recall the many vote yes and yes signs and buttons, wherever it is, and we have some of the signs by our tent. And you may have even seen some of the media coverage on TV. You also may recall having to wait in long lines to vote that day. That referendum resulted in the largest turnout in the history of any referendum in Penfield, with over 7,000 voters. And most importantly, the passage of both the Shadow Pines and Clark House measures by a 4-1 margin. This was a clear mandate from the people of Penfield, not some committee, not some government agency, but the people of Penfield. It was a clear vote for taking the long view regarding our values as a community. The Moratorium Committee and subsequently appointed Shadow Pines Land Use Advisory Committee, as well as Save Shadow Pines and the overwhelming sentiment of residents at public meetings, all tilted heavily in one direction: preserving as much of the land in a natural open state as possible, with recreational uses that caused minimal disruption to the land. The beauty we see before us is now ours to steward for upcoming generations. We as a community choose to give those who follow us a place to play and a place for respite, a place that balances the wild and the tame, and that doesn't dictate what you do, but lets your imagination guide you. This place, this Shadow Pines, is a true treasure. It is also proof positive that an engaged citizenry can importantly shape a community. In that vein, I would like to thank not only the members and supporters of Save Shadow Pines and Friends of Shadow Pines, but our fellow residents who were on the Moratorium Committee and the Shadow Pines Land Use Advisory Committee, as well as individuals in our town government without whom none of this would have been possible. So please, raise your hand if you were in any of these groups. Come on. Look at that. Great. Thank you so much. In conclusion, I urge you all to read the plaque affixed to the large boulder to my left. Spoiler alert, the last and perhaps most important sentence reads as follows: "We share this information in the hope of inspiring other grassroots organizations to coalesce around issues that energize, engage, and unite citizens in achieving community goals with broad and lasting benefits." Thank you very much for your time, and enjoy the celebration. And now, Supervisor Cinti.
Thank you very much. I was thinking about today and realizing that we all have our favorites. We have our favorite color, our favorite song, our favorite flavor of ice cream. I have some favorite words. My favorite 3-letter word is mom, right? I have some 4-letter words that are my favorite. My favorite 4-letter word is free, followed by the word sale. But as town supervisor, I have 2 additional favorite words. They're both 13 letters long: collaboration and opportunities. It occurs to me that these 2 words fit together in a very unique way. Without collaboration, opportunities cannot exist. More specifically, as it relates to these 212 odd acres, it takes collaboration to provide the very opportunities that lie before us. It took many entities, from the Save Shadow Pines group, to the Friends of Shadow Pines, to the Town of Penfield, to the Penfield residents that took the time to vote, and those that were dedicated to the Shadow Pines Community Advisory Committee. All had a significant part to play in getting us to this moment. Shadow Pines is the successful outcome of what happens when groups come together to work towards something. Everything we have done and will do here at Shadow Pines puts accessibility and community at the forefront. From open space to recreational opportunities, there are activities for everyone to enjoy. While you're here today, I encourage you to explore the property, which totals 212 to 220 acres. We are currently standing on the site of what once the front 9, and just to the south across Clark Road is the back 9. I also invite you to visit with the community organizations that have booths set up here today. You can learn about the activities offered by these groups, including many of which can be done right here at Shadow Pines. The Town of Penfield looks forward to continuing to enhance Shadow Pines to benefit all throughout the community from now and on into the future. Thank you so much. And I invite Donna to come and help me unveil the plaque. We forgot our fascinators. As of late last year, the town board approved a conceptual plan, a master plan, and this year we're executing that plan in phases. All the infrastructure goes in first, and then we will add a restroom, pavilion. Disc golf is actually already up and running, and then we're going to be adding in over the future mountain biking trails, hiking trails, and orienteering.